Hello students, today we will continue our lesson number 2, that is types of software. So earlier we have seen that what is software, what are the types of software, and what is the operating system, what are the utility programs, what are the functions of that utility programs, and how to backup and restore the data. Okay, today we will learn language processor. Now, what is language processor? So, as we know that computer can understand only the machine language, that is 0 and 1, that is binary language. Okay, so we are using the software, okay, that is created by the writing programs in computer language like C++, Java. We all are using that software. So the program that we are written in the computer, that is C program, C++ program, or a Java program. Okay, so that program is understood by a human only, but computer machine can't understand that. Okay, so we have to convert that program into the language that is understood by the computer, that is machine language. Okay, which contain only 0 and 1. So therefore program written in this language cannot be recognized by the computer. A language processor plays a vital role in translating the programming language into machine language. So for that purpose we are using language processor, which is also known as translator, which translates the program that is understood by the computer, that is the machine language program. Okay, so there are different types of language processor or a translator are available as per our program. Okay, so very first is assembler. So assembler is used to translate or the convert the program that is written in assembly language into the machine language. Okay, so program that is which is written in assembly language, we can convert that program only into the machine language through the assembler. Now second is interpreter. So interpreter translate the program code line by line and simultaneously execute the converted line. Okay, if any errors found, it display the error and does not proceed till the error is rectified, and then repeat the procedure for the remaining instruction. Interpreter is, for example, used in Java language. Java use interpreter for the conversion. Okay, so the Java program which we have written, the interpreter is scan each and every line of the program, and it converts line by line the program into the machine language. If any point of line it finds any error, then we have to rectify that error first, we have to solve that error first, then interpreter will again scan the next line. Third is compiler. So for example, C and C++ are the languages which are used compiler for the translation. Compiler is a translator that converts the whole program into the equivalent machine code. Interpreter convert line by line, whereas compiler convert whole program at a once. It generates the object code for the program along with the list of error. As it converts whole program at once, so after converting it creates object code. In that code we can find the errors. So after solving that error, we can execute the program. So these are the three types of language processor or a translator used by the computer. Now next is application software. Okay, now we have already seen that there are two types of software, that is system software and application software. Okay, so the set of programs developed by programmers in order to perform specific types of jobs like editing document, calculation, arranging data in an organized manner, etc. So the software which we are using for a particular purpose, that is known as a application software. Okay, computer languages are used to create this type of software. Now for example, we are using booking a ticket through online booking for a train or a bus. Okay, so we are using one website. Okay, so that website is written in a computer language. Okay, now here application software is again categorized into two parts, that is general purpose software and special purpose software. So we will see general purpose software first. So general purpose application software are the software that performs the basic general needs of the user. So very first is word processing software. Now word processing system, why we are using? Because it create professional looking documents quickly and efficiently. Okay, it provides many features like it can change the appearance of text in the desired manner. You can easily add, delete, rearrange and beautify the text. Even you can also get a hard copy of a document as per the requirement. Some example of word processing software are here, that is Microsoft Word, which we are using in Windows operating system. WordPad is also there in Windows operating system, and the Writer is available in Linux and Unix operating system. Next is electronic spreadsheet. Now what is spreadsheet? The spreadsheet program helps you to perform calculation and display the data in the form of chart and to analyze in a better way. It is used to create grid of text, numbers and formulas specifying calculation. That's extremely valuable for many businesses which use it to record expenditure and income, plan budget and chart data. So Excel is spreadsheet is basically used in business. Okay, for like we can also calculate monthly expenditure, monthly income or a plan budget, whatever that calculation part is there, we can do that in a spreadsheet. It is also used for creating documents to manage and organize numerical data. Okay, now some of the basic applications or the areas in which spreadsheets are used, that is financial accounting, cost analysis, interest calculation. Okay, VisiCalc are the first computer spreadsheet program. Okay, if you have asked in an exam that what is the first, give the name of the first electronic computer spreadsheet program, then the answer will be VisiCalc. VISICALC. Now here is some example of electronic spreadsheet, that is Microsoft Excel, Lotus 1 to 3. Now next is database management system. Now what is database management system? We all are using database unknowingly or knowingly in our daily routine. For example, we are managing telephone directory, payroll information, etc. Okay, so this database software helps us to arrange and store large amount of information in an organized manner. Okay, now you can easily add, find, update, sort, search, print and retrieve the information stored in the database. For example, Microsoft Access is here, Base, Fox Pro, Oracle. These all are the basic application software to create database. Next is presentation software. So presentation software is used to present an idea or concept in a lively manner. It also helps you to create and display slides on a computer or a projector for business and educational purpose. Also used to create charts, slides, animation and video clips. For example, Microsoft PowerPoint, Impress, Adobe Flash are the basic example of presentation software. Next is desktop publishing software. Now, desktop publishers are user programs to create page layout for a document they want to print. Means this application help you to combine both text as well as graphic features to design professional document like you can create newsletter, printed forms, advertisements, books, brochures, posters, magazines, etc. Okay, the very basic example or the software application which we are using for graphic design, that is CorelDRAW, Adobe InDesign, Quark Express, etc. Next is graphic software. Graphic software is means the basic application software that we are using for a graphics, that is used to create images such as charts, graphs, photographs, logos, cartoons and much more. For example, we are using Paint, Photoshop, AutoCAD, Dreamweaver, etc. And the last is multimedia software. So whenever there is a use of audio or a video, we have to use multimedia software. It is used to create video, animation, sound, graphics and text with a high degree of interaction. For example, game software, Windows Media Player, Windows Movie Maker are the basic example of the multimedia software. So here we are